We all say we want to grow, to evolve, to become a better version of ourselves, wiser, stronger, more successful. But if that's true, why do so few people actually change? Why do most people repeat the same habits, the same patterns, year after year? It's because growth has an enemy. An invisible one. And that enemy lives inside us all. It's called the ego. The ego craves control. It wants to feel special. It whispers, "You already know enough," even when you don't. It tells you, "You're right," even when you're clearly wrong. It protects your pride, even if that means destroying your potential. Meanwhile, growth demands the opposite. Growth asks you to let go. To be curious. To walk into rooms where you're the least knowledgeable person there. To admit you don't have it all figured out. And that's painful, because it hurts to realize that maybe we aren't as advanced, as wise, or as capable as we'd like to believe. That pain is where most people stop. But it's also where the few who rise begin. Think about it. The person who refuses to be corrected stays where they are. The person who asks questions moves forward. It's not intelligence that separates the great from the average, it's humility. Ego says, "I already know." Growth says, "Teach me." Ego says, "I'm better than them." Growth says, "I can learn from anyone." Ego wants applause. Growth wants progress. And you can't chase both. The danger of ego is that it often hides in plain sight. It's not just arrogance or pride. Sometimes it's the quiet voice that says, "I don't need help." It's the hesitation to ask questions because you don't want to look stupid. It's the frustration you feel when someone gives you feedback. It's pretending you're fine when you're struggling, because you want to look like you're in control. Ego isn't loud, it's sneaky. It disguises itself as confidence. But real confidence is built on self-awareness. Ego is built on denial. You can see this everywhere, in business, in relationships, in leadership. How many promising entrepreneurs failed because they couldn't admit they didn't know enough? How many friendships or teams fell apart because someone couldn't say, "I was wrong"? That's the power of ego. It can destroy success before it ever begins. Growth, on the other hand, is quiet. It doesn't need to be seen. It's the person reading while others are scrolling. It's the one taking notes while others are showing off. It's the leader who asks questions instead of giving speeches. It's the mind that says, "I can always do better." The irony is, the more you grow, the less your ego controls you. And the less your ego controls you, the faster you grow. That's why humility isn't weakness, it's acceleration. So how do you overcome ego in your own life? First, learn to listen more than you talk. When you stop trying to prove you're right, you start to understand more. Listening doesn't make you smaller, it makes you sharper. Second, embrace being wrong. Mistakes are feedback, not failure. Every time you're corrected, you've just found a shortcut to wisdom. Third, surround yourself with people who challenge you. If everyone around you agrees with you, your growth is dead. The right people will tell you when you're slipping, not just when you're shining. Fourth, learn from everyone. A janitor, a child, a stranger. Each one sees the world through a different lens. The humble person collects wisdom everywhere. The proud person misses it all. Finally, keep starting over. The ego wants to arrive, but there is no arrival. Even the masters remain students. The day you stop learning is the day your potential begins to die. Remember, The greatest battle you'll ever fight won't be against other people. It'll be against your own comfort, your own pride, your own ego. The truth is, ego gives you temporary confidence, but long-term stagnation. Growth gives you temporary discomfort, but lifelong power. So ask yourself, who's winning right now? Your ego or your evolution? Because one wants to protect who you were, and the other is fighting for who you could become. Let others chase admiration. You chase transformation. Because here, we don't settle for average. We rise above it. This is North of Average, where growth always wins over ego. If this message hit home, remember to subscribe. And keep becoming the person your ego is afraid of.